Hi, my name is Phil Comer, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to thin a clumping bamboo. The plant I'm going to be working on today is behind me. It's called Fargesia scabrita, and what I'm going to be doing is removing some of the lower bushy growth, opening it up, letting some light and air into it, and hopefully we'll be making it look a little prettier at the same time. We got a lot of traffic out here, so I'm going to try to really speak up so you can hear me. Let's take a little closer look at the bottom of the bamboo where I'm going to be working, and let's move in there and I'll show you the growth I'm going to be removing. The tallest canes are this year's growth, so I'm going to be leaving all of these. What I'm going to be working on is taking out previous year's growth, which is the smaller shrubby looking stuff. Some of the foliage is damaged and it's getting quite congested in here, so I want to remove some of it and thin it out. Since I'm going to be working on the smaller stems, what I'm going to use for this job is just a simple pair of bypass pruners. If I was going to be working on removing larger canes, I would use a pair of loppers, or if I get in a larger planting, then I'm going to use a reciprocating saw. And the tool I like for that is battery operated Sawzall. You don't have to drag a cord with me. I use a really sharp blade. It's removable, it's for pruning, and that seems to do the best job of all the tools that I use for larger canes. So I'm just going to grab the cane and follow it down to the base and remove it at the base with these pruners. Going to continue to do that, move around the plant, grab these smaller canes, pull them down, and cut them off right at ground level. Let me move the camera in here one more time. It's pretty shrubby in here, so we can't really see what's going on, but I'm cutting these off right down at ground level. Most of the small shrubby stems I'm trying to remove are in the center of the plant. So what I'm going to have to do is push apart these bigger stems and get into the center of the plant and remove some of the older shrubby dead growth. So let's see if we can take a look closer into the center of the plant here. Now that I've got this opened up a little bit, we can take a look at the type of growth that I'm removing from the center of the plant here. Well, this is the oldest growth. This is the growth that came from the original planting that I'm removing, so we're basically taking out a good portion of the center of the plant. This is the kind of stems that I'm removing. There really isn't much but dead stems and a few leaves. As you can see, along with the dead twiggy growth, I'm also removing some healthy stems that are just too congested. This will make it easier for me to get in here to work next time, and it will also open it up and stimulate new growth to the center of the plant. Okay, I'm going to make a few more cuts here. And then I'm going to call that good. So let's step back and take a look at the finished result. Now that I finished thinning the plant, it's much more open and transparent. Depending on your taste, it might look a little bit too bare at first, but next spring the new shoots will come out, and by the end of the growing season, we'll have a nice bushy solid screen again. For most of my bamboos, my clumping bamboos, I'm going to repeat this process every 2 to 3 years, just depending on the vigor of the plant, the size, the maturity of the plant, and what kind of effect I want to create with the plant, whether I want a solid screen or a more transparent screen. To recap what I've done today, I start by removing the older twiggy growth from the perimeter of the clump, then I spread the canes apart and remove the older congested growth from the interior as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more about growing bamboo west of the Cascades, you can check out my blog at www.halfsidebamboo.info.